Hello, my name is Aquila Bey, PhD, of Federation for Law and Government and its subsidiaries. And of course, this video is targeted for D.m.h. Public Transportation Watch, which is one of the subsidiaries. And I've done the first video already. And yes, it was not a target video. It did not get all the way to the point. It did go off into different matters. But all of that still ran into the issue of the Black American versus the African American. I personally know many Black Americans. And I personally know many African Americans. And I stand to know the difference, and I can accept. And what we find with Black Americans is that they can't accept anything righteous. And as a result, that's why they lose out. And I point that out because my company is saying that we know this, but we're still going to serve and protect your interests when it comes to CTA, PACE, and Metro. And the reason why is because I'm going to be older and I'm going to need the assistance that you didn't get yesterday that you were supposed to get as a senior citizen today. You as a homeless person, acknowledging that you are homeless and you deserve that if you took 2 days to raise the $5 that you need for those 2 rides, okay, $250, then you deserve to be treated with respect. If you are disabled, you deserve to be treated with respect today, right now. And it appalls me that the same Black American will kill another person instantly if they feel that, oh, you disrespected me. But every day, CTA employees considered Black Americans will sit in the kiosk, which is the box that you see, and they refuse to help the senior citizen. They refuse to help the disabled. So we're working with the rail system, but we will be working with the buses too. But right now we're just on the rail system. And so what I explained in the last video is that there is a CTA Transit Operations General Information publication number 8162, and this was done revised on 4/04/17/2011. It's 5 pages long. It says the title, Customer Assistant Duty and Responsibility, is issued to the customer assistant. It was approved by the Chief Operating Officer, and it says supersedes Customer Assistant Duties and Responsibilities 8162/07/0410. Now keep in mind that you can rewind this video, of course, and listen to it over and over again as I speak as quickly as possible to get through this, because you know when it comes to attention spans, it's very short. But let's get to the introduction. The introduction specifically says this: a customer assistant provides the highest level of customer assistance to transit customers aboard CTA vehicles and in and around CTA transit facilities, and must assist transportation personnel as required. Now they break it down into 3 sections. They have, which I call it Section A, Station Operational Duties. Then you have Section B, which is Customer Service Duties. And then you have C, which is Responsibility. A customer assistant is responsible for. So now the first one that I broke down has A1 through A19. B has B1 through B19. And C has C1 through C22. And so in an 8-hour period, a CA is told, when they first start their shift, the control gets on the radio and specifically says, make sure your areas are secure, make sure everything's okay and fine. The Black American care less about what control says. Black American feels that as long as I'm in this box, work 8 hours at whatever I'm making, whether it's $1 an hour or $20 an hour. And of course, I said in the last video, I tell you, and you can verify it yourself if you have the technological mind to get on the website to just verify that there are staff out there that work with you as customer assistants for that day, week, month, or whatever, making $36 or more an hour. Now, at that rate, you should be like any other good employee and stand outside and help. So one of the other major reasons why we're here is because, again, The target was to send CTA personnel or community personnel out to the community and say, hey, what does it cost for a day pass? $5.75. Where do we make the most money? In the black poor neighborhoods, because they are wrestling against each other on the crime issue and so forth and so on. So when you go to those currency exchanges, you find that these $5.75 passes for day passes are being sold at great numbers. So what CTA said was, we can't meet payroll. We need more money. We need more money. So the way we get more money is we raise the fares and we raise what it costs for a day pass. So now they jump from $5.75 on the poor black American and jump them to $10 for a day pass. And for a couple of days, we had a couple of pastors get on there. Whatever. But everybody looked at them and said, but you're voting for the same people who said it was okay to do this. It's the mayor who elects the president of CTA, who elects this, who elects that. It's all controlled by Democrats, and you keep voting them in, so they keep screwing you over. And what do you want us to do about it? You're going to blame us? You're going to say, oh, the Chinese, this is their fault. Oh, it's the white man's fault. So everybody's sitting back pretty, but you're blaming everybody else instead of standing in the mirror like you would at NA and say, you know what, I was a fool yesterday. I'm not going to be today. I'm going to learn how to use a computer. I'm going to learn how to Google information. I'm going to learn how to speak into my phone and stop being on the websites for the bad all day. I could go there with sites, but I'm going to leave that alone right now. And just go ahead and start doing my research so that I can be a better man, a better father, a better brother, a better sister to mankind by saying, you know what? I'm throwing my baby mama, baby daughter, baby on my grandmother and my mother to take care of my kids because I want to go to the party. I want to smoke blunts all day. I want to go whatever. So while you're doing that, you're still tackling the idea that if grandma wants to take your child to church at 15, 16 years old, she's paying a higher rate now. She also has to buy that day pass that costs $10 instead of $5.75. So that's almost double. So when you're not looking, we understand that blacks hate each other, they don't like each other, and whatever. And until you guys figure that out and start moving forward, you're not going to solve this great problem. So we said, you know what? Since they don't want to admit it, we know that it's there. And yes, I know you don't like somebody to call you out and tell you that this is the real problem and you're not willing to accept it. But accept that I'm here and my team is here to help you when it comes to those black Americans who are disrespecting you. Black Americans hurting you. Until you can get better, we're standing in there saying we're with you to let you know that for them to raise fares from $5.75 to $10 to pay payroll, which is to a bunch of black Americans who are on their phones for 6 hours a day, sleep in the booth, playing video games on their tablet. We are out there to say, you know what? Since we have to pay $10 for a day pass, you don't need to be here. That's what we're here for. So now I'm going to go to number 2, picking out one of these issues. And what I decided to do was pick on the one that I always get a blunder about, okay? And so what we want you to understand is that C is for customer. A customer assistant is responsible for it. Now, mind you, this is the C part that I have, responsibilities, page 4 or 5, and they really get on me about this. But I tell these CAs, all I want you to do is do your job because we're talking about terrorism. We have terrorists watching you, and they're saying, what's the most vulnerable part? Put a bomb in a garbage can, put a bomb here, put a bomb there. That's the terrorist attitude. And if a terrorist is doing that, he's looking for a vulnerable spot. And if you're too busy eating your chicken in the booth and you're not watching, and I'm watching you do this every day repetitiously, I know you're that dumbfounded employee that doesn't want to follow the rules but get paid, then I'm the terrorist that's saying, well, hey, I know, look, right here at so-and-so blue line, red line, orange line, whatever it is, we're able to hit that and blow that baby up at this time because she or he is always there not doing their job. That's how it works. It doesn't work with the good CA who's standing there watching and observing and say, wait a minute, he's been here for 2-3 days. He's taking pictures all the time. He's doing this, he's doing that. Let me report this so we can get those cameras and we can do the watch here and we can check that out and prevent terrorism. You got paid. Don't think I don't know. My company verified that there was grant money given to you all to be trained on the ideology of terrorism, and yet you still don't lock these gates. And it specifically says, quote unquote, I numbered it as C16, keeping access gates locked unless assisting customers through them. It's quite clearly right there in black and white. But yet we have people riding for free. We have people waiting on you to come aboard so they can ride for free. Yes, they do. I've been out there every day watching some of the homeless and some of the dope dealers that make all this money and they don't want to pay CTA. I mean, $500 in their pocket from selling dope all day, and they still want a free ride. So they wait for you to get on the ship and they just rosy on through. Well, she don't give a damn. She getting paid. And you've had CTA people admit to say, well, it's all CTA. I don't care. They're a rich company, and I work here, and I'm not going to lose my job for locking a gate and keeping it locked at all times. That's your excuse. So we're writing them up for that. That's the second thing. So I gave you the other video that specifically discussed that they're supposed to be outside their booth at all times. Refer to that video. And now I'm referring to this one, letting you know if you see any gate open, any access gate, if you can walk through it freely, it's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. And you need to let us know. Info at f.l.a.g.1999.org. Please go to our website, which is there and up more coming. www.f.l.a.g.1999. Please. And you may call 312-344-3642. That's directly to me. Please leave a message. Text me. Refer to the other video for more information, and I will be coming out for more videos, but I've just given you now the second part of a 50-part video. We're going to go through every rule that's supposed to keep these CAs busy while they're on an 8-hour shift. So there's no ways they're supposed to be using their phones, which is illegal anyway. Instant termination is supposedly for this, okay? They're not supposed to be having their girlfriend squatting down on a crate, talking to them all 8 hours. Girl, I'm all alone, so come on and sit on the crate now here, and let me talk to you while I'm on the job all day. You got 1,000 customers that come through your station, CA. Hello, may I help you? Hello, welcome to the Loyola train station. How may I help you? Oh, sir, do you need help with the fare machine? Oh, sir, do you need help with the turnstile? Ma'am, can I? Yes, right. That's what you're supposed to be doing because you're a customer service assistant. Let's not forget that. That's all I want. I'm here to serve and protect the homeless. I'm here to serve and protect the disabled and the disadvantaged. We're here to serve the ex-offender because that man or woman is just getting out of prison and they need to get a job. And the first thing that the employer wants is on time. And the only thing they have is you to get them there. So if they're standing at a CVM machine and you're just sitting up there staring at them like, well, whatever, then he's going or she's going to be late for work. And then that's going to go on their chart. And then they're going to try and get another job, and they're going to say, well, you're always late. We just checked with the other job, and you're always late. But it's not my fault. They don't want to hear that. So we're going to say, great. You know what? They don't want to hear that. So we're getting together right now. Now, finally, if anyone would like to continue to support us as you have been, Federation for Law and Government has been around since August the 25th, 1999. We have been around a very long time. I am thankful that there are people out there who understand where I'm coming from by saying I'm here to serve the little guy, and I'm going to get the little guy and let him know where his faults are so he can help work on them. That's my thing. I'm tired of people not expressing that they have fault and they need to try and correct it. And if we can do that, then we can move and get greater. And that's how I am. I feel that anyone who's walking around with his pants over his ankles almost, if he's being told that's wrong and let me help you do better, then maybe he will do better. But if everybody's saying, oh, well, that's the style, let it happen, then he's going to move forward in that direction, never go anywhere. There's so many great men and women out there who've been to prison for bull crap. And it's always black on black. I walk in that courtroom and it's a black woman testifying against a black man. This is the 1950s where some white woman is on and says, oh, he raped me and oh. It's black now women saying. And then you go back through these cases in our legal department. With D.m.h. Public Transportation Watch is one subsidiary. We have D.m.h. Legal Aid Services. But one of the things that our lawyers have reviewed with me when I review some of these cases is that there are girlfriends out there who have gotten so mad for the quick of an eye, quick of a steak, just quick of a second. And they've said, oh, he raped me. And then now when the court starts, then the state's attorney comes, says you better not show up in court, or we're going to get you filing false complaint, or we're going to call DHS on you and take your babies away from you. This is what the black community is up against when they keep voting Democrats in. I had to say it. I'm going to ball breach you about your Democratic Party because Chicago's been run by Democrats for 60 years, and you guys can't tell me nothing they've done. What did Obamacare do? It's for everybody. You act like Obamacare helped us black people. No. You go down to Cook County Hospital, you tell me all the other races of people down there on Obamacare. So he didn't help you. He did what every other Democrat does. So thank you very much for your time, and please have a nice day.